Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Case Should Remain Unsolved. We're going to continue to try and find out what happened to Sewon when she was kidnapped. I've also decided to do some minor research and used Google Translate to help me pronounce the names in this game. So hopefully I'll get them right this time, because some of the names in the last video sound nothing like how I was actually pronouncing them. So my apologies. Let's go. I think we're just finding more words. So do we pick everything? I think I've ordered these wrong as well. I'm pretty sure this is Dad. Okay, there's lots going on. That needs to be underneath him having a bit of a tantrum. There we go. Oh, so they all connect. Okay, I understand. So that one's, yes. Someone is all right. Shiva wandered off before. In the lineup on my way, could you tell me what happened? So that, I think, goes further up. Yes. Excellent. I should just drag this. I don't know why I'm going too slow. Okay, there's a lot there. So your mother has contacted you. What did you last year at the playground? Shepherd wandered off before. Okay. What I was a bit confused about is hold on. Calm down. Who am I speaking to? So was there another one? Okay, so this one. Critical time in Sewon's life. They had to get his act together. We may be divorced, but he's still her father. So if he turned himself in, then surely this isn't the English teacher. See, this is... Okay. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to assume it will. Surely that's the dad. But he said a little girl went missing from the playground. She was with me. I took her away. I did it because I needed the money. So that's the mother saying that... he couldn't afford child support. And it is Sewon who they're talking about. I don't know. That one's a little bit confusing. Did you happen to see the boy? You know the playground near the stationery store? I saw the boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember wondering why Sewon was sticking so close. What do you ask, detective? I don't think this is the dad. Do you really think that Mr. Kim Kang-so is the culprit? I want to click this one because I need to know if that's who the English teacher is. I don't know. Do you really suspect him, detective? Even if he were in financial trouble, I don't think he would stoop that low. Instead, he'd... Detective, I'm not trying to defend Gang-so. I'm only telling you what I saw. There was a woman skulking around that playground, always hanging back. I thought she was suspicious, but I kept running into her when I went around looking for Sewon. She was in her 30s or early 40s, a little on the tall side, maybe around 10 centimeters taller than me. She was always looking at the playground from afar. Always behind the wall, behind the flower bed. You wouldn't see her unless you were really looking. But she could probably keep an eye on the kids at the playground if she really craned her neck. I saw her there, standing on her toes, trying to look over the wall. By the way, detective, what was the name of that girl Kang-so confessed to taking? This was my conversation with Sewon's mother, right? Probably. I don't understand. She acts as if she knows the man who turned himself in, and asks about her kidnapped daughter as if she's a stranger. It's frightening. Was she having a dissociative episode? Mom, do you remember the things that made you stand on your toes? What does that have to do with anything? In my case, I only really stood on my toes for one reason. Affection. To keep my eyes on something or someone that I really cared about. Mom, you were on the force for nearly 30 years. This is the only case you left unsolved. Remember how you closed that file and placed it on the cabinet? Were you standing on your toes? Oh. Ooh, the music. The music has changed. It is you. Okay. I'm still so confused about the financial issues, but I guess we'll get to that eventually. Let's pull this up. Oh. Right. Right. Oh. Now this changes everything. Because now you're saying that the ex-English teacher is Sewon's father. So that would be you. Let me just take that off so that it's, yeah. Okay. All right, we're going with dead. Oh, that does not open a lot at all. Okay. 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 How does Myung-ho feel? It must have been a big change for him. Your station searched the park and the neighborhood. Right, detective? The one with the pond? The weeping willow trees by the water. They're lonely to look at. I took a stroll there last year with Myung-ho and Hee-jung, and the trees reminded me of Myung-ho. He looks like he's at the mercy of the world sometimes, but the truth is, he's the most unyielding boy you'll meet. For children, and adults too, I suppose. A death in the family is apparently like experiencing your universe collapse. Rebuilding from those ruins was a time-consuming journey. But I think Myung-ho's managed quite well in his own right. I don't know if you noticed, but there's something he always carries around. Never leaves home without it. I'm guessing his green umbrella. Okay. Hee-jung is this random kid who we know nothing about. Oh, and there's someone else. We're running out of options, so that's concerning. Oh, playground. We still have playground. Okay. Well, we can't talk to Grandma, so where's Taewon now? She's with her family. I made sure she had something to eat for dinner before I dropped her off. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. I rang the doorbell and stood at the entrance, waiting for her parents. It was only a few seconds, but in that short time, I wondered again and again if I should just leave the girl there and run. Detective, I was being stupid. I was stupid to kidnap her, and I'm still being foolish now, having the nerve to feel guilty about it. The girl's father? He pulled the girl tight into his arms and wept. I knelt in front of him to apologize. But he bowed so low I thought he'd fall. And he thanked me. He thanked me for bringing her home safe. What I did was indefensible. I will accept my punishment. I know that won't make up for the suffering I caused their family, but I will live out the rest of my life in sincere contrition. Wait. So... Okay. So that does attach there. But... yeah, this one still doesn't fit, but sure. I wonder if this is the grandma. I don't know. Alright, we still have a few points of interest. Oh, wait, that one's flashing. So we can do something with this. Confirmation that Sewon is alive. I mean... Kim Kang-so said... that. Let's go with 3 hours. How do you remember the time so precisely? Yeah, I want to know this one, actually. My phone's call history. I never leave the children alone when we're out together. But then I got a phone call. I don't usually get calls in the afternoon. I think I panicked. The first thing that came to mind was that I had to pick up somewhere quiet so I could hear. So I ducked into the condo hallway. The call history is 5 minutes long, but she disappeared in less than that. I know because I looked up partway through the conversation and she was already gone. Have you contacted her father? I keep calling him, but he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for her birthdays. But this is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Detective, I was texting him on that day you came from the police station. Sewon's always such a quiet girl, but she was chattering about how much happier she'd be if her father was here too. So I asked him if he'd come by and say hello. But he's heartless, that man. Okay, so the ex-English teacher is definitely her actual father. And then I guess she remarried. And does that mean that the older brother is also not his? Okay, birthday was definitely a trigger for something. What was the name of the girl Kang-so confessed to taking? Alright. Not really a lot. No, I'm going to use hospital for that, I think. Is there a special meaning to Seowon's name? Seowon was born at 23 weeks. She weighed less than 700 grams. Her mother had just come out of the C-section and was about to be transferred to the ICU with the baby, but the nurse called for me. It was only for a few seconds, but she let me see Seowon. Seowon reminded me of Thumbelina, a fragile, precious little princess nestled in a bright red flower. She was so light I could barely feel her in my arms. I was scared she might float away if I so much as breathed in her direction. The nurse told me to have a look, but I didn't know how. I could barely see through my tears. I couldn't even get a proper look at my precious baby girl. And then, the first thing I did after that confusing meeting, I registered her birth. I sprinted straight from the hospital to the City Hall registration desk. I didn't stop to catch my breath. Then I wrote down her name. Seowon. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Won for origin. It's an unusual name, I know. At the time, I was thinking of the old saying about marching forward like the lone horn of the rhino. I thought of that strength. I put all my weight into each stroke of the pen, every last one. Hoping that the fragile piece of paper might help her somehow. That it might help root her to life. Like a powerful anchor that kept her moored to us. Okay, so that's also Kim Kang-so and Gassen. It may not be. It could be the other dad. It depends when they got divorced. Right, this is not dad. It can't be. Maybe the grandmothers. Certificate of familial relations. That one relates to birthday. Although I don't have enough to unlock it yet. Stationery store. Can you tell me now what happened when you last saw Seowon? We always used to buy Seowon candy from the stationery store on the way home. But we didn't buy her candy recently because Andy doesn't come out with us anymore. I told Seowon to stay where she was and went to the stationery store. I ran right over. The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It's really quick, I swear. I was only there for a bit and I ran back, but she wasn't there. I called her name, like, Seowon, but she didn't come. Only Andy did. I started crying, and Andy said I couldn't tell anyone she wasn't with us. She told me not to say anything at all. Just like that monkey we saw at the temple. Ooh, so Auntie. Maybe you are Shin. Maybe. Could also be Myungo. I wasn't using the one for time. We have names still. Case unsolved. What are you? Can't do that one. Cool. Alright. Surrender and hurt. I can. Surrender, lie, police, school, phone call, police. Birthdays. Toll in school. I do have one for Toll, which is the mother on the Toll side. You seem to know Sewon's family well. Myung-ho's family, well, I've seen them since the children were little. Must have been, say, 3 or 4 years now. When they first moved in, I was sure Myung-ho was close to finishing elementary school. He's tall for his age, and he's very quiet, that one. His mother was picking out supplies for younger kids, so I showed her to the shelves older children might like. She laughed and said, "He gets that a lot." Myung-ho is mature beyond his years, and I don't mean his looks. It's normal for kids his age to only think of themselves, but he's always hanging back and letting his sister spend all his pocket money. Ooh, you know, I think that might be Apollo Stationery. Ooh, they all connect. And now we have a key. And I am most interested in this one. So we have time and name. I feel like being so enthusiastic about clicking the buttons is going to come back to bite me. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? She was with us exactly 108 days. That's the time Sewon lived and breathed with us. What? If only I could have held her at least once. Kiss those little cheeks. Or at least, if only I'd been able to hear her cry. Then maybe I would have been able to accept it. Sewon's mother still had milk for a baby who was gone. The crib was still so warm, and it never seemed to get colder. So how could I possibly file that report? Did she steal a baby? Looking back, it was her name. Her name was the problem. It's my fault for coming up with that name. I can't tell you how much I regret it. Instead of giving her strength, that name marched her forward all alone like the rhino's horn, straight past us. Like a gust of wind. She slipped through our fingers, attached to nothing in the world at all. So where is the... Okay. Does the other one connect? No. Okay. Still thoroughly confused. Lots of elementary school ones. We'll keep name for that, but I want to see this City Hall one because that one attaches, I think. Oh, it actually tells you. Out of 50. Oh. City Hall, you said? That's right, Chief. How are you? I'm from the Hamyang City Hall Administrative Office. It's that time of year. 4 kids slated to start school this year and your district didn't show up to pre-entrance day. I'm just calling for your cooperation. We spoke with all their families over the phone. They all said they were on vacations overseas or busy with other things. That sort of thing. I mean, elementary school classes haven't even started yet, so I'm going to report that everything looks fine. But we do have to make sure the paperwork is all there. We're working on the police assistance request forms right now. They'll say that local police stations dispatched personnel to all the absentees' households for welfare checkups at the school board's request. Imagine that, Chief. It's like a free bonus, and our compensation for external personnel requisition is pretty solid if you ask me. Once you get the forms, send us your personnel roster with their direct deposit information attached, and we'll take care of things on this end. Okay, well, so that was me. We're gonna put that here for now. It means absolutely nothing so far. Oh, actually it might. It does. Perfect. I honestly thought the City Hall one would have more to do with the father. Told me not to say anything at all. Oh. So, I see promise. Ooh. Okay. I can open that lock. Heejung's location when Sewon vanished. Which I think is in the Apollo stationery. Where were you, Heejung? Okay, we'll leave that for now. That was not to say. Candy, maybe? No, that's locked. Super locked. I think this one is connected to us visiting. We have school, hospital, we have playground, promise, try, we can't use that one, name playground, playground. Oh boy. Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. Myung Ho said he was with Sewon the whole time, but that he had no idea where she'd gone. I scolded him. You're not making any sense. I was so desperate that I was too harsh with him. Even though it's my fault Sewon's disappeared. I filled them both. Please don't ask Myung Ho for information. He won't tell you anything. So that is maybe the mother. Kind of hoping this is going to connect to something. No. Okay. Keep going down. Because this could be Dad. What does promised get us? It's okay if you don't want to talk, Myung-ho. I don't mind waiting. Ooh, yes. But, Myung-ho, could you promise me that once you're ready, you'll talk to me? Oh, alright. Okay. That one connects. That's fine. Sorry for lying to you. Oh my. He claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. So much testimony from the mother. Someone's father has surrendered himself to us. Oh, Grandma. No, Detective, you can't. Don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station immediately. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. It's all my fault. I'll be right there, Detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility. Oh. Okay, Grandma. All right. I'm getting to you. What was the other one? It was here. She's dead. There we go. So you were also Grandma. There we go. We have a lot that we can unlock. What if I told you that there's no need for lying now? Myung-ho's testimony that shows his mixed feelings on Hee-jung. Myung-ho's testimony? That shows his mixed feelings on Hee-jung. So who is Hee-jung? Who are you? Oh, your mother. I'm so confused. Please don't lie to me, Myung-ho. Didn't you say that Andy was telling the truth? Already found the fragment containing the clues. Search for the answers now. For what he stole. Okay. Yeah. Putting in front of the greeting card shelf. One of the cards was gone. Hee-jung's location. Oh. so we've put these... Ha 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 ha. All coming together. So this must be... Maybe? I think he's the only kid. I think he's the only kid. Do we have anything for police station? Yeah. Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Well, our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duties. Hee-jong, on the afternoon of the 3rd? Employees complain if we check in too often, so we don't usually do that. And there's not much to call about in the afternoon. Wait a second. Ah, I see. I did call, but it wasn't for anything special. There's going to be, what was it now? A Best Caregiver Award ceremony in a few days. So we asked if she could make it. Like, we have more than 100 caregivers working with us, but no one wanted to show. I think that was the gist of the call. I kind of regretted calling her. I mean, she's not the type to do that kind of company spirit event. You've talked to her, right? Can't even have a nice long chat. She's always cutting calls short. Something about being too busy with the kids. Has she even come into the office recently? So what's all this about? I mean, as long as she's doing her job, right? But a police visit? Really? She's not exactly a slacker. What's going on here? Is Hee-jong a teacher of some sort? Or at least part from the school? Oh. Oh. The day Sewon disappeared. I've already found the fragment containing the clue. What is the correct date? Oh, February 3rd. So 0302. So what do we have? The weird thing is that I know it's his umbrella, but the only thing that's been mentioned is that he carries something around all the time. Okay. That one's locked. Name is also locked. time. We received testimony that you spoke on the phone with a City Hall employee and told them Sewon couldn't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. Do you live with your daughter? The pre-entrance day? What was it my daughter said now? A slight cold, I think. Yes. I remember now. I knew it was pre-entrance day, so I asked my daughter later how it went. I don't live with her, of course, but I'm in the area and drop in from time to time. It's just... I don't want to leave her alone for too long, spending all her time wallowing in misery. I do remember that I was visiting a few days ago when the City Hall employee called. He asked me the same thing you did, Detective. So I think I said that she was doing well, that I was taking perfect care of my granddaughter. Detective, this is ridiculous. It was just one missed pre-entrance day at school. What are you interrogating me for? Alright, that goes to Grandma. Maybe this one goes up there? No. Okay. School. We have a few. This one? You received the notice from the school board, correct? It says in our files that she didn't attend pre-entrance day. I'm just here to check in and make sure everything's alright. The world's a dangerous place these days. I've been told City Hall personnel have spoken with Sewon's grandmother already, but I just wanted to be sure. Is Sewon alright? Ah, this is the one I was looking for. Of course she is, Detective. You must have your hands full checking up on every absence in the district. You'll see once she wakes up. Sewon's healthy as a horse now. She'll have no trouble going to school. All that time in the hospital was tough on her, but she's grown up so strong. I'm proud of her. Sewon's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with her. I think she takes after her father. She was born premature. The doctor scared us every time we went for a checkup. About how one thing could go wrong and then something else and on and on. I don't remember how many waivers and consent forms I had to sign. But I always knew she'd be alright. How those little hands were going to get bigger and stronger one day. No need to worry, I'm taking very good care of her. Sewon's father and I are no longer together, but my mother and I are doing our best to give her everything she needs. And I'll make sure she comes out to the first day of school. Thank you for checking in. And I think the rice is ready. Would you like to join us for food, Detective? No suspicious. Alright, this one goes to the mother. And it goes somewhere. That's the one. We have another key. So. know if I... We'll leave it because it's still undisclosed. What if I told you that there's no need for lying now? What if your lie is the bad kind? The kind that's only going to hurt Andy and Sewon? Why is not saying anything a lie? If I tell you, if I say what really happened, then Andy sounds like the bad guy. But she's a good person. It's my fault, not Andy's. It's all my fault. Okay. Lie and death. Cry. When did Sewon's mother leave you? I still haven't found divorce. We've been... there we go. We've been divorced for about 5 or 6 years. I'm a monster, aren't I? Abandoning my wife when she needed me most. But at the time, I thought it was all for the best. That we'd reached our limit. That we'd only hurt each other if we kept on living like this. That's what I told myself. When our eyes met, I would face the emptiness inside. And it was excruciating, because I knew that void could never be filled. If only we could have cried it out together and kept each other going. But we struggled to help each other. We were making no progress at all. And one day we realized that it hurt more to deal with our pain together than alone. So we chose to go our separate ways. That was our decision. To run from our wounds instead of confronting them. To let the blade drop on the guillotine. We had divorced for somewhere else, right? No, there's many. I think we have a phone call once. That might be fine for that. Alright, explain to me how you took Sewon. I was a junior high school English teacher all my career, ever since I finished teacher's college and military service. But after the divorce, I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school gigs. And, well, my income isn't particularly stable. I needed the money. I'm sorry. I went to the playground intending to kidnap any child who seemed to be alone. I was there for more than 30 minutes and saw a little girl playing by herself for a long time, so I lied to her. But once I brought her with me, I got scared. I didn't know how I would even ask her parents for a ransom. That's how it was. I was afraid and decided to stop, nothing more. So you're the ex-English teacher. Please don't lie to me, Myung-ho. Didn't you say that Andy was telling the truth? Andy told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. She said lying wasn't always a bad thing. It's the bad lies that are really bad. Mom said she'd watch over me from heaven. She said she'd watch over us even after she died. But that was a lie, right? There's no such thing as heaven. But Sewon doesn't know that. She's so stupid. Mom was lying. But does that mean that Mom was a bad person? Okay. Take lying and we'll take it for this one. It's not your fault, Myung-ho. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. But I told Auntie not to come to the playground. I told her to stay away. I said I could take Seo-won without her. It is my fault. I'm the one who made Auntie go away. It's just, if we're all at the playground together, we'd look like a family. And Mom would see Seo-won call Auntie Mom. Okay. I know Mom's not really watching us from heaven. I know she was lying. But I don't want her to be sad. It's not Auntie's fault. I'm the one who told her not to come with us. Oh. But if you think Mom would see Seo-won call Auntie Mom and be sad, but you don't think she's watching you from heaven. How complicated. Ooh. Hey. We matched an entire thing. Neat. Yeah. Oh, everything's time-stamped and I didn't notice. Oh. Oh, I did not notice. Oh, not everything. Okay. That's okay then. That was what, 252158? $22.13. $22.20. I don't think this is you. Young-ho and Hee-jung. So would that be... No, Myung-ho and Hee-jung. Saw the boy there a few days ago. Straight to the store. I don't think this is Dad either. I happened to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Seo-won. I think this is Grandma.
Let's cross that off. He won't tell you anything. All right. That was 8:15. Oh, I didn't check the date. 2, 5. Yeah. 8:15. 8:21. But then yeah. So I can unlock this now. Your mother has contacted you. Okay. What else hasn't been connected yet? Oh, nothing. Oh boy. Is this? It's definitely her. 8:15. 1:37. Okay. Alright, there's a lot. There's a lot that's not connected yet, but I'm sure that's fine. We've still got lots of other words and things to connect. Like, apparently I know where Hee-jong was, but I can't find it. Finding that is something I need to do. Young-ho carries his umbrella. I don't recall being anywhere. I think I need to just use the things to unlock the rest. Anyway, we'll do that next time. I feel like we're getting close to understanding a bit more, although up to this point I don't think I understand anything, but I'm sure we'll get there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next installment. If you enjoy the videos, please do a like and subscribe. And we will come back to No Case Should Remain Unsolved next time. Goodbye for now.